Hello everyone, batching into today's first video, doing weekend forecast. So as always on a Saturday, have a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead. Very complicated week ahead forecast coming up. There's been developments overnight with computer model runs. And, we have got real headaches now in terms of the weather from around Thursday and Friday onwards. And I'll talk about that as we go through the weekend forecast. But it is by no means as certain that we're going to get those winds into the east at the end of this coming week and bring in that bitterly cold easterly wind. As always, with cold spells in the UK, we are perched on the edges of the continent between what will be very shortly a freezing cold continental landmass and a milder warm Atlantic Ocean, and perched between the two, it means we are always on that knife edge. Always on that knife edge between the bitterly cold air to the east and the warm air in the Atlantic Ocean. And as ever, it just remains a very complicated scene. So I'll talk about that very shortly. And we'll go through the weekend forecast. Coming up later on this afternoon, we'll have a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days. And then tonight, we've got the CFS 6 month look ahead, just for fun, seeing what the CFS is showing from next month, February, into the start of the summer. The websites we're using for the weekend forecast are coming from weatherapp.com, website.de. I link both websites on the links page. Let's get on with it. There's a lot to talk about. So right now, this is how the radar picture is looking from the Weather Outlook. It's mainly dry across many central and northern parts of the country, but we have had patchy, showery bursts of rain across parts of England and Wales. Not amounting to a great deal. There's been a little bit of hill snow, sleet mixed in with that as well. A little bit heavier down towards the south, so some of these southern coastal areas, it's been a bit wetter down there, and through the channel, some quite heavy showers also. But this rain is rather lighter patch. It is dying out all the time as well. Here's today's hot pressure chart. So it's a proper old mess, but essentially we've got an area of low pressure and a weather front that came through the country yesterday and has stalled across the country and is slipping away to the south. So we're going to keep pretty cloudy skies going across much of England and Wales this afternoon. There'll be further bits and pieces of light rain and drizzle, little bits of hill snow, sleet coming and going as well. Brighter skies further north. These brighter skies should start to move a little bit further southwards, I think, through the course of this afternoon. And mainly dry as well for Scotland, Northern Ireland and much of Northern England. It's a cold day, temperatures are ranging from around 3 to 6 degrees. It's not quite as cold as it was yesterday, but even so, it's a pretty cold day. Coming up. Overnight tonight, going to bring a little weather system into the far northwest, so a band of cloud and patchy rain with sleet and hill snow moving into western Scotland and Northern Ireland. Otherwise, it's going to be a mainly dry night. The last of the dribs and drabs of rain in the south will die out. And I think we'll probably break up some of that cloud, particularly across eastern, central and eastern parts of the country. Where that happens, where skies clear, temperatures will become cold. There'll be a widespread frost, and any clear skies for any length of time, temperatures go down to -1, -2. But in the west, it will always be cloudier, probably staying frost-free across many western parts of the country. Through the course of Sunday, again, we're dropping that weather front down across the northern part of the country and ridging a bit of a ridge in from off the Atlantic, or building a bit of a ridge in from off the Atlantic. So a band of cloud and patchy rain with sleet and hill snow across western Scotland and Northern Ireland will move southwards through the rest of Scotland in towards northern England during the afternoon tomorrow. Breaking up as it does so, becoming very light and patchy. Brighter skies will follow along behind to the northwest with sunny spells. And that leaves much of England and Wales mainly dry. With a slightly drier air mass, I think we will break up more of that cloud again tomorrow. So brighter sunny spells coming through across parts of England and Wales. Another cold day, temperatures ranging from around 3 to 6 degrees. So we're clearing skies away from that narrow ribbon of cloud across northern England on sunny night. There will be a widespread and really quite hard frost. Temperatures might go down to -5 or lower across some northern parts of the country on Friday night. Now, things get complicated as early as Monday, to be honest, as we bring this weather system in from off the Atlantic. All sorts of headaches being caused by that, because there's really quite cold air indeed following that front from Greenland and Iceland, from the North Atlantic. And we may get a bit of an undercut of this weather front if we do, of the cold air underneath the weather front. If we do, it could turn some of the rain to snow on Monday night. However, as I said, there's a lot of uncertainty about it. It's very knife-edge, sort of marginal stuff. So what we start with on Monday is a widespread frost and plenty of sunny spells. Much of England and Wales will stay dry with sunny spells throughout the day, but it'll probably turn cloudier in the afternoon. But Scotland and Northern Ireland will turn cloudy, wet and windy through the course of Monday afternoon and Monday evening, with heavy rain moving in from off the Atlantic, driven in by a strong to near gale force southwesterly wind. And as that rain hits the cold air across Scotland, it may well turn to snow over high ground. And then if we get this undercut of cold air coming in behind the front, starting to undercut underneath the front, we may find that some of the rain turns to snow on the back edge of that wet weather across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures range from around 2 to 7 degrees Celsius on Monday. That's the situation on Tuesday. So this weather front then pushes down across England and Wales. The low pressure begins to sink southwards across the country as well, and that could just help to force some of that cold air underneath the front. Normally the cold air will come in on the back of the front, so the front will clear and then you'll bring the cold air in behind it. But for this particular situation, there's a slight suggestion of an undercut, so I'm rather uncertain about Monday night. We could well just see a band of heavy rain, and then maybe just with a few minutes of snow on the back edge, sleet or snow, push across England and Wales. Alternatively, we might turn some of that rain to snow for quite a while before the front clears, particularly through parts of the Midlands, East Anglia, central, southern, southeastern England. If that was to happen, then it's not impossible that you might wake up to a covering of snow across some parts of England and Wales on Tuesday. But we are talking about very, very marginal conditions here. Following behind is much colder air with snow showers into Scotland and Northern Ireland. And of course, after this wet weather pushes through, there is a prospect that the ground will freeze as the air turns cold, because this is a really cold air mass coming out of Iceland and Greenland. So we could well have problems with ice, I think, on Tuesday morning. If we don't have a snow cover to worry about in eastern parts of the country and in the south, then we could have widespread ice concerns on Tuesday. So either way, rather a nasty start today on Tuesday. But what happens is that the weather front will clear away and will bring those showers in from the east. There's the upper air temperatures for 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, showing that the cold air is pretty much through the whole of the country as well. And the dew points are below freezing. Remember, you have to get dew points below freezing to get snow. And it does suggest that on the ground will freeze. So even if this band of rain doesn't turn to snow overnight, Monday into Tuesday, there is a prospect of sort of frozen ground and ice concerns first thing on Tuesday morning. Could be a nasty start to the day. That band of rain, sleet or snow will move away from eastern parts of the country on Tuesday, leaving us with sunny spell, but then snow showers will be to the north and west. Some of those snow showers will be heavy and beefy, so we may see accumulations of snow across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, northwest England, North and West Wales, those areas exposed to that northwesterly wind. Many southern and southeast parts of the country, once that band of rain, sleet or snow clears away, will probably be mostly dry with sunny spells. Temperatures are going to be cold on Tuesday, only around 2 or 3 degrees for most of us, feeling colder in the wind. The far southwest might be up to around 5 or 6 Celsius. And then we go through to Wednesday, and this is when it all starts getting very uncertain. You'll notice we're trying to build high pressure up over Scandinavia, and we're trying to get this ridge in the Atlantic to that high pressure across Scandinavia. So blocking is trying to develop. However, we've also got low pressure out in the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean. So this is on a knife edge from Wednesday onwards. Wednesday itself looks fairly straightforward, to be honest. It's going to be a cold start, a widespread, maybe quite severe frost on Wednesday morning. But it'll be a mainly dry day with sunny spells. There could be snow showers across parts of Scotland and snow showers draped around the coast. But most places are likely to stay dry. Will be a cold day, 3-4 degrees at best, despite what should be a reasonably sunny day. And then we go through to Thursday, and again we're trying to get this ridge building out to the north and west, but will the Atlantic allow it to happen? Look what happens as we get through the course of Thursday. We get this ridge building through the country, but not taking it to our north, not getting it up to sort of Iceland. Instead, we've got low pressure starting to roll in around the top. That's Friday. Again, we're starting to infiltrate milder air in from off the Atlantic now on this GFS run on Friday. So that by Saturday, we have a very near miss of cold weather. The cold, and it is quite severe cold, is actually stuck across many central and eastern parts of Europe. Look how cold it is across the vast majority of Europe, but not for us. It stops just at the gates of the North Sea, and we go into this milder westerly push. Now, this is very different from what model output was showing yesterday, and very still a prospect that we might start to infiltrate some very cold air in from the east at the end of the week. But it's on such a knife edge that basically from around Friday onwards, it's unforecastable, I think, at the moment. Thursday, again, it's likely to be a mainly dry day with sunny spells and cold. There could well be a widespread frost, maybe some freezing fog patches around by Thursday as well. But then as we get through into Friday and beyond that into next weekend, I think at the moment we leave that alone and just wait to see how the model output is going to play out. I don't want to give a forecast either way for Friday and next weekend at this point. This is how things are looking from the weather outlook. So there's those showery bursts across the south at the moment. Otherwise, a reasonable amount of dry weather across central and northern parts of the country. We've got that band of rain, sleet and hail snow moving across the northern part of the country overnight tonight into tomorrow. We'll be fizzing out as it does so. Morning way of sunshine in the south and southeast. It'll be a cold day. Then we're into Monday, and we bring mainly dry conditions across England and Wales, but it turns wet and windy in the north and west with heavy rain spreading in from off the Atlantic through the course of sort of Monday afternoon, evening, and then that takes us through into the early hours of Tuesday, where the GFS anyway is showing snow increasingly widespread across southern and eastern parts of the country. That's on a real knife edge, but there might be a snow event Monday night and Tuesday. We have to keep a very close eye on it. Tuesday itself gets rid of that band of rain and snow, but then we go into snow showers in the north and west. It'll be a cold day on Tuesday with heavy snow showers in the northwest and possibly some accumulations of snow too. Wednesday is a rather quiet day, but still with a few snow showers around across the country, and then go through to Thursday and through to Friday. Very uncertain. This shows things gradually start to turn a bit milder from the west during the course of Friday, but still pretty cold even then down in the south and southeast. However, that is such a change on what we were seeing within the model output yesterday, but I think we've got to stay very cautious about it at the moment. I'm going to talk more about this in today's second video update, because I've not really got time to go through what is actually going on within the atmosphere in the week ahead forecast. Week ahead forecast is just to forecast the weather for the week ahead, as it says on the name says on the tin sort of thing. So I'll talk more about what's happening later this week and what's happening in the model output today's second video update. I know a lot of you will be quite shocked and surprised about this compared to what we were saying in the videos yesterday. The models really have been playing us up overnight. Right, so in summary, well, we're going to be cold this week. That's one thing that we can say. It's going to be generally quite a cold week. There might be some sort of snow event on Monday night into Tuesday. That's one to keep an eye on. Otherwise, we're talking about snow showers in the north and draped around coast. Frosty, icy nights are likely as well, especially early on Tuesday morning. That could be quite nasty after all that wet weather overnight, Monday into Tuesday. If it all freezes up, then it could be a very nasty start to Tuesday. And then later next week, Thursday, Friday into next weekend, very, very uncertain. And more about that in today's second video update. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.